Hello Flockers, how's everybody doing? Today is Tuesday, May 21st, 2019, and it is 7:01 p.m. So hello to everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and a good start to your week. Tonight we're going to be playing with some Lukas water mixable oil colors. So let me switch to the overhead. So again, I seem to be fixated on the Starry Night. I just love the movement. I love the lines. So I covered up an old canvas that I had. This is actually my failed finger painting attempt underneath here. I covered it with 2 coats of gesso, and I have just doodled a few lines on here. So I'm still waiting for people in the chat room to come in. We have some people here now, but I don't see anybody in the chat room. So if you're out there watching, please do go ahead and say hi in the chat room so I know you're here while I take a swig of iced coffee. Okay, so I am going to be using these colors, this set. It is water mixable oil color. Let's see if I can find it in English. Lukas Berlin is a water mixable oil color made from linseed and sunflower oil. It offers the same sensation as a traditional oil color and removes the need for solvent-based mediums to dilute it. The well-balanced range of 40 vibrant colors can be thinned, mixed, and washable using water, and as such is ideal for use indoors and in classroom environments. Excellent light fastness, opacity, and brilliance. Surface dry between 5 and 7 days with no color shift from wet to dry. Hello there, CJ. How are you? I heard that it was snowing in Denver. Oh my God, what is going on? For heaven's sakes, it's almost the end of May. So yes, again, it is snowing and 35 degrees in Denver, Colorado, but oh my goodness. Oh dear. Oh, see, I haven't heard any news in a couple of days. So apparently there was tornadoes and flooding in Oklahoma. So I will definitely keep them all in my heart and in my prayers. Hello there, His Royal Spudness is in the house. How are you, Mark? And once again, I do want to thank Mark. He sent me a lovely lamp for me to butcher and bead. And he also included a fun little book called Water Babies, and it's pictures of babies swimming underwater. And I think that'll be fun to creepleize. Hello there, Jan Bador. How are you, darling? I hope everybody's doing well. Today I haven't seen little C come in yet, Carrie Plaster, but when she gets here, please do give her a big, huge happy birthday. So today is her birthday. So I hope you all are good. I started already and there was nobody in the chat room, so I wasn't sure if anybody heard, but we are going to be playing with water mixable oil colors tonight. And I also have some linseed oil that is for water mixable oil colors. And it improves flow and gloss and transparency of artisan oil colors. And it cleans up with water. So that is how that works. Now, I do not have an official palette. I have this piece of plastic that gets snapped together in the corners with other stuff to make kind of like a cube storage system, and I don't have a palette, so I'm using this. And let me get the mouse out of the way. And I have some buckets of water. Let me see if I can't move over touch so you all can see what I'm doing. And I have a glare coming in the window behind me, so I'm having trouble. Hello there, little C. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Hello there, Carrie. Carrie, oh, Carrie's here. So now I can show you my watercolors. I found them. Let me go get them. I was telling Carrie that you can use very vibrant colors when you're doing watercolor. So I actually found them tonight. Hello, Sandra, how are you? So this is the little bird I was talking about. This was all done with watercolor. So you can get quite a bit of detail in there with watercolor. And basically you put that on the paper by doing the dry brush method. And you really work it up into a nice creamy consistency, and then you just dab it on there. So that's that little bird. This one never really got finished. It was some irises. I had fun with it though. In fact, here's the picture of the iris that I used. This was watercolor. It was a little, just a little landscape that I did. It doesn't look too bad for my first one. Oh, good. Carrie got some new watercolors. This one was glass. And it came out pretty good. Not sure I finished it. This was Lily of the Valley, so they were supposed to be white. But you do get the appearance of glass. So that was that one. This one was another one. And actually, I'm pretty dang happy with that one. I kind of like it. So... oh, sorry about that. So there's that one. This one was a beach scene. It's kind of long and thin. And, well, me and everybody at the church prayed for you on Sunday night, Carrie. So you hang in there. And this one is another, this is kind of like an abstract-y thing. And I kind of had fun with that. So those are my watercolor paints that I've done. Toss them over there. Hello there, Linda. How are you? Okay. I gotta have a swig of my iced coffee. Okay. So this is the 6 color set. I have titanium white, ivory black, umber, cyan, magenta, and yellow. You're tired, but you cleaned all day. Oh dear, that's horrible that you had to clean all day. But I tell you what, Linda, that mixed media hat really came out fantastic. That is awesome sauce. So anyway, this is the plan. I have no idea what I'm doing. So don't ask me lots of questions about technique because I have no clue. Once again, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. So this is a used canvas that I had. It was actually the horrible attempt at finger painting. I had the fence with the little flowers growing all over it. It was horrible. So I covered it. I covered it with 2 coats of black gesso, and we're just gonna run with it. Linda said she had salad again. Today I tried something different. I got myself some spicy sausage, and I made a sauce. A can of diced organic tomatoes, and a can of organic tomato sauce. And some organic tomato paste, lots and lots and lots of spices, tons of onions, tons of garlic, a can of mushrooms, and some spicy sausage. So I put all that into a sauce, and I made edamame. Hello there, Kim. How are you, Kim? Kim Marie is in the house, and I cannot play your song. I'm sorry. I don't have PJ's. I don't have the boy with buttons with me. So hello there, Kim Marie. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. But anyway, and then I had edamame pasta. And you might say, what the heck is that? It's actually pretty good. It's kind of strange looking. It's very thin and it kind of looks like a whole wheat pasta. Because it's, you know, it's not consistent in color. And it's kind of on the thin side. It only needs to cook for 4 minutes. So it's pretty dang good. You know, and the sauce sticks to it nicely. So that's what I had. Anyway, so I'm going to put some of this here paint on this here palette. And we're going to see what happens. And again, this is the first time I've ever played with oil paints, so don't ask me a lot of technical questions because the answer will be, I have no clue. And I know I'm going to need more paint than that, but I'm cheap. I like to keep it all in the tube if at all possible until I need it. Drum roll! Hey Linda! Let's see. Just trying to catch up there. Hello Sandra! I think I said hello to you. If not, I apologize. How's that necklace going? And guys, if you're working on anything tonight or if you have a new project that you'd like to show off, just post a picture of it to the flock and let me know that it's there. And I will go switch to the desktop and show you all the wonderful good things that you all are doing. I so enjoy actually doing that. Alright, so I don't know how this here works. That's how it works. So this is the linseed oil. And what I'd like to do, and it has no offensive smell at all. But I'm going to mix it with the blue a little bit because I'd like to do like a blue wash in the sky just to get some kind of color there. And let's see, do I have one of these here doohickeys that I can use? I'm going to use one of these pipettes to put a little linseed oil. Let's see. Trying to do this so y'all can see what it is that I'm doing. Because I don't think I can zoom out anymore. Yeah, I can. Just a touch. Alright, so I'm just going to take a little linseed oil here and put it in there. And close that so I don't make a mess. And I'm just going to mix it with some of the blue because I'd like to scrape on this color. I guess I'm going to have to use more paint, huh? I'm going to need more paint. Well, so far I really like the consistency of them. They feel like cream cheese. I guess it's, I don't know how else to equate the texture. It's kind of like whipped cream cheese. And the linseed oil is used to quicken drying and to thin it out, make it a little bit more transparent. So that's that. And I'm just really gonna just scrape it on here. I'm not trying to do Bob Ross because I can't do Bob Ross. But I would just like a base color on here. So where does the water come in? You can use. I have three jars of water here, and I'll get another pipette. This one's been used before, but that's fine. But so let's play with it and see what happens. Let's play with it and see what happens. The beauty of the water mixable part is that the cleanup, you don't need solvents to clean up. So that is how it mixes. it almost becomes like a watercolor. It goes on thinner. It goes on much thinner. But the water really comes in with, you can mix it with water, and you can see that it changed it from this cyan, this dark cyan color, to almost like an ultramarine by adding the water. But cleanup, that's where the big advantage comes, is cleanup. Hello there, Tracy. How are you, darling? I'm not sure if, and I got magenta on here on my finger, so we'll go ahead and mix a little magenta in there. I'm not sure if Stephanie from Deliberately Creative will pop in tonight or not, but she is the one that told me about these. And she's actually used them. I'm glad you're doing well. I've been thinking about you. I haven't seen you in a while. So I hope everybody got their friendship swap goodies out in the mail. The deadline was yesterday. And I think folks are kind of losing interest in it. So would you want me to come up with a different kind of swap? See how bright blue that turned with the water? I'm just trying to get some kind of color on the canvas. Yours is mailed. Hello there, Debbie. How are you, love? So, again, I'm just trying to get some color on the canvas. You'd like a non... Oh, I'm so sorry you've been ill, Tracy. I think I saw something about that on Facebook. I'm glad you're on the road to health, so I'm glad to hear that. Alright. So, alright, how do I get this? Let's just use a brush. These brushes are not specifically for oil. They're not specifically for anything. They're cheap Walmart brushes. So I have no idea if they're for oil paints or not. Why does the water change the color? I am assuming it is the emulsification process. Yes, it's going to snow. Mama B is using a brush. Carrie, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but CJ said it is 35 degrees and snowing in Denver. So, yep, it's snowing. But I think it's the emulsification process. And I think that's why it is... what do you call it? Changing color. Hello, Linda Hansen. How are you, love? I hope you are well. Okay. All right, that has some color. Now I'm going to mix in some yellow to that and get a base. You love the blue on the black? Yeah, I like it too. It's nice. And I have it tilted here to try and reduce glare. So I'm hoping that helps you see. I see that there's a wee bit of glare here. I like it. It looks like royal purple to me. And of course, you know, I covered everything here, so I'll just have to wing it. But I'm going to put a little bit of yellow over here and some of the blue. And get a nice green. add a dab of linseed oil to it. Oh, you still have snow. See, now Linda Hansen is in Norway, and she still has snow. So I'm just thinning down the linseed oil. It was chilly here. Oh, really? Was it? It was chilly where you are today? I'll leave that in there. And pray I don't knock the jar over, because, oh, what a mess that would be. All right. There we go. Like I said, I just want a little something something in the background. And I'm actually going to add some water. Yeah, and you can see the water changing color. You can see the light. Oh, see the light spot there? That's a drop of water. So that's cool how that works. Cool beans. Boy, at this rate, I'm going to need more paint to finish this. You're in the northern section of Norway, yeah. South Norway is already enjoying summer. Again, I just wanted to get some kind of color in the background. And I do have an odor coming off of this, but it is not objectionable at all. Why did I choose black gesso? Because Starry Night is a dark painting. That is why. Starry Night is a nighttime scene, sort of, kind of. Alright, so there. I have a little bit of color on the thing. And now let's take a look at this and see how it cleans up. See that? Look at that. It comes right off. That's cool. The colors are making you think of the Northern Lights, yeah. And of course I'm spilling water everywhere. But see, I don't need to have any of those nasty paint thinners around, mineral spirits. Yeah, I'm doing Starry Night. I'm always doing Starry Night. I love Starry Night. Alright. So I gotta put some more paint out. And let me try and clean this off. I'm gonna need me some more paper towels, that's for sure. Alright. So I already used all my blue. And I used quite a bit of my yellow already too. So this, like I said, again, I am not proficient with this stuff, so. Don't drink the water, it's not Kool-Aid. No, that would be a mistake. It's a good thing I don't drink those kinds of drinks. All right, so what am I going to do here? I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do an outline of sorts. Let's get this brush wet and see if I can't get it to come together. And I want to make a bit of brown, so Oh, I actually have brown. He outlines everything in brown here on Starry Night. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. What am I doing here? I have to mix up, I guess, a bit of brown and a bit of black. It's really, really thick. Excuse me. I'm gonna put a bit of blue in there and make it darker. Alright, there we go. I don't know if I can get a nice sharp point on this brush or not. This is a really... No, I can't. This is a real cheap brush. But I just wanted a bit of an outline. Man, I can't even see that. Okay, thanks, Carrie. I'll look at it after the show. I'm going to lighten this up a bit, so hopefully I can see it. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. None. Absolutely none. And this brush is not working. Let me look at my reference, because I painted over my lines. Just trying to get a basic outline of the mountains. There. And now we're going to have another one come down like that. And I'm going to have another one So again, if anybody's working on anything fun, let me know. I'll switch over to Facebook and show pictures of it. And this is where my Christmas trees are going to be. And I have a glare on here. Something horrible. You bought some nail art brushes to use when you have thin... Oh, okay. Well, I have some real thin, you know, like... what do they call it? Pin liners? They're really tiny, tiny, tiny detail brushes, but I really don't want to gunk them up with oil. Alright, so there's one tree. And again, I'm doing my interpretation of Starry Night, so I'm using Christmas trees instead of cypress trees. Okay, so there's some Christmas trees. And there's another hill there. I'm having a really hard time seeing this. Okay, and then I think I want another hill. Going like that. Okay. I think that's gonna work. Let's see if I put it down that way, if it's any better. I gotta turn this overhead light off. I cannot see what I am doing. Alright, let's see if that's of any help. Hopefully. Okay. You're making a journal for a relative that lives in Oslo? Very cool. Okay. All right, I think that's about it for that. Now I can make some lighter versions of that color. Let's see if I can't clean this brush a wee bit. That is so cool. It comes right off the brush. See? So do the bristles. This is a really cheap brush. Alright, let's see what else I've got here. This is also a very cheap brush. I do have a really fine liner, but it's soft. So I don't know how it'll work on, not exactly sure how it will work with oils, but alright, let's see, which can I use? Let's do I don't have a lot of brushes. Let's see how this works. Let me try and put a little more yellow in it. Kind of make it a dark color. I'm looking for a dark green that I can just paint these trees with. I hope you all can see what I'm doing. You had to step away. Hubby knocked over and broke one of your ladybug. Oh dear, that's sad. Hubby broke a ladybug planter. All right. Really having trouble seeing this. It's very shiny paint. And like again, the odor is almost pleasant. I don't really smell anything offensive. Hello there, creative. How are you? It's 1:34 in Italy. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for hanging out with us at in the middle of the night over there. I am playing with water mixable oil paints. So that is what I am doing. Your mom gave it to you? Aw. Well, maybe you can glue it back together and just use it, you know, for dry plants, for a flower arrangement. Oh, it shattered. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. I have 2 plastic planters on my deck with my tomatoes and peppers in there. Sanjay is driving down on Saturday, and he's bringing me planters. And we're going to try and get... we're going to try and get some raised beds made. I'm hoping. Hello there, Carlana. How are you? Thank you for joining us. All right, let's see. Those are awfully dark, aren't they? Okay, let's try and add... Well, no, it is nighttime. But maybe we'll add a wee bit of white. And no, we can't add white. It's dark out. I can lighten it up. I'll add a wee bit of white to a section here. And just give it a few highlights. Let's see how the dabby works. That kind of works. I'm just barely touching it. I'm dabbing little bits of paint on the bottom. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. There is moonlight in this, so. It's buffering bad. You're in the woods? Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry you're having connection problems. You'll have to fire those squirrels. Alright, I'm kind of happy with those. Alright, let's clean this brush. I don't know if I can. Alrighty, let's clean that off. That's not too awful bad. I guess you can kind of see what I'm doing. Yes, no, maybe. It's time for another sip of coffee. Okay. So those trees are done. And now I am debating on what to do next. I could really use a nice round brush. I'd like a stiff, round brush. And this is not the one I want to use, but let me go quickly look and see if I have another brush that I can use. How about this one? This one got pretty much ruined. Because, you know, no water in the studio. Let's see if I can't get this one to be usable again. We'll try this one. Alright. And I think I'm going to try and clean off some of this here mess on my palette. And I'd like to get a lot of blue. Actually, I think I'm just going to take all of it. And now add some white over here. And some black over here. And some red up there. Okay. I'm looking for a nice dark. And I don't care if the colors are not completely mixed on the brush. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to start. Wow, I can really not see that at all. I cannot. Sorry, let's try adding a little. Let's try with the white for a while, because I can't see that. Now going with the black. Okay, let me show you the box, Creative. This is the box, and it is water mixable. These dry, the surface dry between 5 and 7 days with no color shift from wet to dry. I'll read the text again for you. Lucas Berlin is a water mixable oil color made from linseed and sunflower oil. It offers the same sensation as traditional oil color and removes the need for solvent-based mediums to dilute. The well-balanced range of 40 vibrant colors can be thinned, mixed, and washed using water, and as such is ideal for indoor and classroom environments. Excellent light fastness, opacity, and brilliance. Surface dry between 5 and 7 days with no color shift from wet to dry. So these are the paints. I have a link to my Amazon Amazon affiliate link is down below in the description for these oil paints. So you should be able to get them if you would like to give them a try. It doesn't cost you anything extra to use my link, but it gives me a few pennies. Amazon will give me a few pennies when you purchase something using my links. And Mama is retired and needs to be able to buy more of these oil paints because they're awesome. I am enjoying this. And I have, you can't really tell what's going on here on my palette, but I'll pick it up a wee bit. I am kind of just randomly mixing. I've got some black paint over here, the big blob of blue, a little bit of white, and I have some red. And I'm just dragging into whatever color I am looking for at the moment. And his painting has some yellow in it, so I just dipped into a little bit that had some yellow. And let's get a little bit of red in there now. That's going to make it darker. And I want to put a moon over here in the corner. So I think I'm going to start another swirl over here. And they are sticky like oil paints. There's a thickness to them and a drag. And I'll go back over this with a lighter color because that's going to be a star there. And there's going to be other stars here and there. And I think let's see. Let me clean this brush. That's what I'm going to do, is clean this brush. And Sanjay will be very happy to know that I finally have used all of the paper towels that I had left from my eco dyeing process. I used basically a whole roll of paper towels to let stuff dry. And this is the very last piece of it. And it still smells glorious. It still smells like all the foliage, all the flowers and everything I put on here. So I am cleaning this brush a wee bit. I think I will have to invest in some oil brushes. Alright, so I'm going to take come on, and put that over here. You can't see what I'm doing, just give me a second here. And I'm going to take some of the yellow. And there we go. Alright, so I've mixed up some white and yellow. And I think I want a bit more white over here. I just want to okay. I'm going to try laying this down flat and see if it looks any better. Let's try and there we go. Now I can zoom in a touch. The image is going a bit grainy, but that's because it's freaking out with all the dark. All right. Yeah, this paint is thick. It really clings to the brush. Okay, there's another one. Okay. Almost wondering if a palette knife would be easier. I don't know. 'Cause I'm having trouble getting the brush strokes the way I want them. No. You have your Grupo. I know about you from. Oh, a groupie. Oh, you know me from Rebecca's group. Oh, I love Rebecca. Oh, God, I love that crazy Rebecca. She is all sorts of awesome sauce. All right, let's see. Let's see. I'm hoping that this isn't too awful boring for you. I'm trying to do this, you know, kind of quickly and so you can see the results, but my brushes are not the best. Come on. Hi, Mary Love. How are you? I hope you've been well. I hope you have been safe from the storms that have been going around. All right, so there's another one. And maybe we'll put a little one there. Let's try some darker blue. Oh, good night, Kimmery. Thanks for being here. Okay, let's see. One thing nice about oils is you don't have to worry about them drying up on you really quick. So you have time to play, and this brush is like caca-doo-doo poo-poo. Okay. So, Carrie, is PJ still working nights, or is he done with that? All right, we're gonna put that over there. We're gonna try this little itty bitty tiny brush and see if that works. Hum. Let's see how that works. He's not working tonight? Oh, okay. Come on. Doesn't want to come off the brush. Maybe if I add a wee bit of water. I don't know. Maybe then it'll come off the brush a little bit easier. We shall see. Okay. Oh, I like that. These are fun. Please go try them. Save up your crafting pennies and try it. Let's try some more yellow. It is quiet, isn't it, Mary? How have you been, love? How is Mr. Tom? You're stripping wire for the copper strands for your next project? Oh my God. Hey, you know what, Linda? I have probably about 15 to 20 pounds of old telephone wire, because my studio used to be the main headquarters for 9 different Christmas tree farms, and they must have had 30 or more telephones in here. Sorry, I was having a swig of not so iced coffee. So I pulled that out. I told them when they came in here to paint, I said, do not get rid of that. You can pull it out of the wall and paint around it, but I want that, because that's all copper wire. That's what I was thinking, Linda. I was going to do art with it. I'm trying to get a solid color here, and because I put an undercoat of blue on the canvas, it's picking up all the blue and it's mixing with all the colors I put on my palette. Oh, good night, Creative. You have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us. So you kind of have to dab and let the canvas pull the paint off. Ciao, Creative. Let's see if I can't do it. Creativa Domio. I'm not sure what that means, and I know I butchered it, and I apologize. So yeah, so this, every time I dab the brush on the canvas, I pick up blue. So now let's try it with this. That's so dark you can't see it. Pick up a little white with it. Oh, I like that. Trying to catch up in the trying to catch up with the chat room. Oh, Mary was oh, it was storming out there, Mary. Oh, you're lucky, Linda. Linda's husband brings her all the leftover goodies from job sites. Yeah, there's been all sorts of crazy weather going on. But it was 81 here, I think, was the high today. Okay, what am I doing now? I think I'm going with a little blob of white. But see, as soon as I touch the canvas, it turns blue. And I can't get the white off the brush. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mary. You know, the weather, if it's really bitter cold or if I'm outside or standing on concrete for a long amount of time, it affects my back. But usually the weather otherwise doesn't really bother me, I guess you could say. Although I am getting more and more arthritis, so. Hello there, Giovanna. How are you? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you're well. All right, let's see if I can't get any of that yellow. So the minute I put the brush on the canvas, it turns blue, and I lose all my yellow. Not sure how to fix that. You got a phone call? Not much. I'm just poking around here. I'm trying to get some clear color down on the canvas. Let's try a little white. Yeah, Linda's stripping. Can't take her anywhere. All right, let's see if I can define this one a little bit more. So this is actually kind of giving me a little grief here, sticking to the canvas. So I'm mixing in a wee bit of water to see if it helps. Hello there, Cindy. How are you? You've been working well? Or you've been well. I'm glad you've been well. Knock on wood. What are you going to do with your box, Melissa? Which box is that, my dear? Yes, I am. I'm left-handed. Let's see. My whole blob of yellow has turned green. And I really don't want green. I want yellow. What are you painting? Oh, no, this is a canvas. This is an 11 by 14 canvas. But I think painting on a wood box would be really awesome. I have a bunch of broken jewelry that I want to cover with, that I want to use to cover a wooden box. So I think maybe I'll take a ride to Walmart or somewhere and try and find myself some wooden boxes that I can cover. See, I already have blue on here. It's impossible to get the white to come off. No, this is not a box. I have to wipe, your eyes deceive you? Yeah. You do need to spend some more time with us, Miss Mary. Ah. Oh, it looks like velvet. It does kind of look like velvet, doesn't it? Alright, now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the remaining white and mix it with the blue. And waste not, want not. Let's see what happens. the white in the swirls is making them pop, isn't it? I'm having fun. Really, this is very pleasing to do. And I'm putting in long lines and whatnot, just for background. And I'll go back and do my dabs. With heavier colors as I go along. Just trying to get some variation in the sky. You want to try some of these for sure? Yeah. I can smell something, but it is not offensive at all, and it's not a strong smell, and it's made with linseed oil and sunflower oil. Hi Connie, how are you? So it's very pleasant to work with. And because it's mixable with water and it's water cleanup, you don't have all of those harsh chemicals that you have to deal with. See, I got a nice little swirl there on the brush. Yeah, the colors are nice. I got a 6-piece set of 37 milliliters of paint in each tube. And for those of you that are just coming in, this is the set that I got. And if you scroll down to the description of the video, you will see a link for these paints. And if you don't see the link, tell me and I will get it. But I'm pretty sure that I updated the description with these, because very excited to play with it. So I'm just trying to get some basic color in the background here. All right, let's see. And I have to do the moon. Let's try and get some of the dark in there. I like that I can leave blobs of paint on there and get texture. What don't you see, sweetheart? Tell me what you're not seeing. Oh, you don't see the link. All right, let me take a look. I was pretty sure I put it there the other day. Let me move that out of the way. And let me scroll down here and see. You are correct. Let me get you the link, sweetheart. Just give me un momento. Amazon. Here they are. Come on. Thank you. Here's the link, sweetheart. That's not... Copy. There we go. There's the link, and I'm going to put it down there now. That way it's there for folks after the video. Okay. Lucas. Berlin water mixable oil paints. Okay, I have added it now. So if you don't see it now and you come back later, you'll find it. Try putting some yellow down between your blue and white, someone said. Yes. It's not there, Melissa. Okay. Well, I just posted the link for you, and I'll do it again. There's the link. Okay. So the suggestion was to put some yellow down. The problem is my yellow is all foobarred. Alright, so let me get some of this down first. Alright. It's there twice. Oh well. Alright, so let's put... It's very difficult to get the pure yellow, because as soon as you touch the canvas, you end up with blue. Does the paint take hitting it with the heat gun? You could probably... Hi Janice, how are you, sweetheart? And I want to say thank you, sweetie. I don't have them with me, but I did get... Oh, wait a minute. Or do I? I'm not sure. I might have them. You sent me some catalogs. So thank you ever so much, sweetheart. I will open them on Thursday's show. So what would happen if you hit it with the heat gun? Let's find out. Let's find out. I'll do it on the palette. The palette might melt, so that's not good. I'll hit a spot and we'll see what happens. Well, I hit nothing much. I mean, the canvas warmed up, but not a lot happened. I'm thinking that all it would do is extract the oils out of the pigments. So, you know, if you wanted to have maybe like an acrylic pour type of deal, you could probably try that and see what happens. But I'm having trouble getting some real yellow off my brush. I get one good dab and then it turns blue. And I'm sure that that is my problem. So let me try cleaning the brush a wee bit. You know, these are cheap brushes. These are, you know, and you know, stupid user alert, because I don't know what I'm doing. You can't, it takes 5 to 7 days to dry, Linda. I mean, regular oil paints, from what I understand, can take months to dry. There's really no way to speed it up. It's exactly like, yeah, it is oil paint. It's linseed oil and sunflower oil. See, I put that whole blob of yellow paint on there, and it already got all caca-doo-doo-poo-poo. Let's see. Yeah, it dries like oil, yeah. No, there's no instant gratification with this. And I always shied away from trying oils because, one, of the solvents, and two, because it takes forever to dry. And I'm kind of an instant gratification kind of gal. I need more white. Alright, let me move this mouse. It depends on how much oil you add as well, yeah. Well, right now I'm really not adding a lot of oil. I used a little bit of oil in the beginning to make a wash because I wanted to glaze the canvas with some background colors. So, but yeah, this is basically... This I added water to, so it's a little bit thinner. This little pile of green that I have over here. And I'm trying not to obliterate the outline, because if you look at Van Gogh's Starry Night, he actually outlined things. And also I'm just trying to help you to be able to see the trees. So I'm just adding a few highlights here and there. The moon is coming from that direction, so. Alright, so that takes care of that. Let's clean that out. No, you could not paint this way. This anyway. It would look like well, it looks like a first grader's doing it now. I don't know what I'm doing. You know me. I fly by the seat of my pants. That's the way I roll. The light brings things forward, yeah. But I'm enjoying playing with this. It is a lot of fun. I think I do need more white though, because I would like some. But that's why I wanted to go over the background with a light glaze. That way, you know, I don't have to do every little microscopic section. I don't have talent, Linda. I'm a hack. There ain't nothing special about this. I mean, give me the paper tubes. Yeah, I'm all there. All right, so I've put. See, I don't want this whole big blob of white. Just want some highlights, and it's already turned blue. It looks like stuff. Aw, thank you, Linda. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Okay. I didn't think I'd be using this tiny little brush for the whole thing, but it's giving me the texture that I want and the size of stroke that I want. I have to keep wiping paint off just to get the white. Oh, well, thank you, Mary, and so is Linda. And Mary. I mean, I've seen Mary's sketches and her earlier paintings, and oh my God. Fantastique, people. I really do want to improve drawing. You know, I'd like to figure out how to do it. You know, I've done it a couple of times, and I've drawn faces, and shockingly, they came out pretty good. So, you know, that I'd like to do more of that. And I know I just have to apply myself, but, you know, I'm lazy. And a couple people mentioned it on Friday night when we did Cranky Crafters, that it seemed like I just wasn't into it. And I have to tell you that that is very, very true. I have been depressed. Yeah, you have to keep up with it. Otherwise, it's hard to, pick it back up. So don't give it up, Mary. I've been depressed because, it's lonely down here. Okay, Mary, you have a good night. Go get some rest. So, yeah, I've been depressed. I'm lonely. There's no other way to put it. I am lonely. I'm lonely. I'm on the farm, period. Sunday night and Wednesday night, and if I can get my rear end out of bed, Sunday morning, I go to church. So, yeah. And then I go to town once a week, maybe twice a week if I forget something. But, yeah. That's all I do. And then I'm here. Not that I'm aware of, Linda. I don't. There's a crafting group that does, I think, cards or something, but they're not my thing. So I don't know how it would work. I don't know if it would be something I'd be into or. Yeah. A lot of people say it was. Maybe find an art place and teach some creeples. Yeah, since Linda, since my friend Linda moved away, it's really sad. It's like there's nothing here. All right, now I have to figure out how to do the moon. Because the second I hit this, it's going to turn blue. So I'm trying to scratch it in. Just so I can see where it's going. Use my fingers and tap. I think my fingers are too big, if you see, because the moon is about that big, and my finger is that big. So maybe what happens if I rub? Yeah, there are quilters around. There are quilters around. But I have to get back into it. I'm rusty. I'm just trying to see if I could scrape off some of that there paint. I'll just have to keep hitting it. Oh, my church is an hour away. And I'm not sure if folks would be interested in that. Oh, I love quilting. I do. I can't do large quilts, and I'm not sure that the folks in my church would be interested in contemporary modern style quilts, art quilts, because that's the kind of stuff I do. I really don't do, bed quilts. So I don't know how that would be received. And if I had insurance, well, I do have liability insurance, but I don't really have enough to I really don't have enough insurance, I think, to hold classes on site. So if somebody were to fall or something, you know, that would be an issue. All right, let's try this. I'm going to try this little brush. And I'm going to see what happens. So yeah, and my church is an hour away. You know, I could spit right now and hit probably 6 churches. I don't know if there's a community room at the library. It's kind of small. It's very, very nice. It's a nice library, but it's kind of small. So, and I really haven't familiarized myself with, you know, community spaces and community happenings so much, you know, in West Jefferson, which is where the library is, because I'm not a fan of crowds. So, all right, let's see now. Let's see what happens. I lost my outline. I know, I have to do it. I really have to get out and about, but I don't like crowds. I don't like people. I'm not a people person. I mean, frankly, the farmers market is about all I can deal with. All right, let's... You just need to get out a little more. Yes, I do. I do. And I've been trying to get more and more active on Instagram, because I know that a lot of people in my area use Instagram. See, I touch it and it goes blue. So let's try and mix a wee bit of yellow. No, it's just turning blue. All right, I'm just going to make the outline. Go. Yeah, I've become a recluse, basically. Yeah, I mean, I it's funny. I love people, but I hate people in the same. I don't like phony people. Most of the people around here are sincere, and they are, you know, they're good people. And if you stop long enough to interact with them, you know, you fall in love with them. But again, you know, it's just the idea of getting out into a crowd of people. It gives me the willies. I'm not as bad as PJ. I mean, he can come unglued. He really, you know, he has a major breakdown. And I feel bad for it because he's a people person too. He absolutely loves to chat with people and, you know, say hi and everything. And he can talk for a long time. But it's just the crowds. Good night, Mary. Thanks for being here. You rest well. All right, well, I put the outline there. And now I'll see if I can't dab some more color on it. Yes, I need to practice exit skills. Yes. It's a good thing this stuff cleans up with water because I have to go to church tomorrow night. Okay. The minute I touch the canvas, I can't get the white to stay. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. I'm just gonna blob it on, I guess. Let's get some yellow in there too. Don't do that. Fudge. Before your son and daughter-in-law's wedding shower. Oh yeah, I know. I remember that. Yeah, you didn't want to go with gluey, gooey hands, painty hands. Ay, ay, ay. Don't mix with the blue. Your sister-in-law spent 5 effing hours with old insurance agent because she didn't want to seem rude because he drove from Southwest Virginia. Oh my God. Wow. You're trying clear Gorilla Glue on your project? It dries quicker? Now, is this the glue stick? The one thing you have to look out for is oxidization. If it hits like sunlight or something, it can change colors or get cloudy. So I don't know if that's an issue for you. It's kind of thicky glue. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like clear Elmer's. Is that what it is? Like clear Elmer's kind of stuff? For heaven's sakes. If I knew how to use a palette knife, I could probably just swoosh it on there. As it is right now, I'm putting most of the paint on the paper towel. Alright, well, we're going to leave that for now. Let's see how this does on making the lines. Hello there, Vanessa. How are you, darling? Yes, it's been a while since we've seen you. I hope you've been okay. Hope you have been well. I have been doing very well, thank you, my love. Let's see if I can't get a blob of white in there. And another blob there. Now it turned blue. You have been so. Oh, well, I hope things improve for you soon. There we go. That got some white in there. Hello there. Now let me get have at it is Carol or Jen? Joe. Dang it. One of these days. I was initially going to say Joe. But then I said no, because I think the last time I said that it was wrong. So, oh well. I tried. Alright, let me clean off this brush. Why did Mickey get hit with a snowball? Because Donald ducked. That's a dad joke. Alright, what are we doing here? Let's take... I'm actually going to take a dollop of water. For those of you that have just gotten here, I am playing with water mixable oil paints. That is what I am playing with. Why shouldn't you give Elsa a balloon? She will let it go. She will let it go. Why shouldn't you give Elsa a balloon? Okay. I'm dumb. I don't know why. I'm not following. The song Let It Go? Okay. Is there an Elsa in that song? Okay. Why did Donald Duck get fired from Disney World? He was a quackhead. Okay. I like that one. Alright, I need some thicker paint. Boy, oh boy. I'll tell you. Oh, the song Let It Go from Disney. Okay. I'm a little slow. I don't get out much. What is Mickey Mouse's favorite sport? Mini golf. That's cute. Das ist cute. Why was Tigger looking for in the toilet? He was looking for poo. That's cute. My grandson Kelly will be 19 on July 28th, and PJ will be 39 and I will be 59. All in July. Yeah, I'll be 59. We were all born on the zeros. I was born in 1960, PJ was born in 1980, and Kelly was born in 2000. Kelly was my 40th birthday present. I killed off my iced coffee. Oh, please, give me some clean yellow paint. Yeah, I retired early. My father retired at 57, and that was my... No, he retired in 1977, so he would have been... He was 55 when he retired. He was 55, and I was shooting for that, but I didn't quite hit it. So I retired at 57. You know, I've been trying to live pretty frugally down here. So, you know, because we're only doing things on Sanjay's income right now, so... I'm kind of liking the sky. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me pick it up. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with this church. This church is going to be a beast. It's going to pick up all of this green, and it's white. So I don't know how to fix that. I'm wondering if I put a wee bit of oil over here. Not there, please. Whether or not it will clean the brush a little bit better. Nope, it's still green. Alright, well. It's time for some brown. And I need my reference. So I can, and that's the problem, man. You can't put anything down on this. You can't put anything down on it. Don't do that. Go sit in that jar. I think I'll go back and I'll try and use the smaller brush and try, you know, add some additional lines. Okay. Church. Where am I putting it? I think I'm going to put it there. So let's see if I can scratch it in. Let's see what happens if I can scratch it in or not. Stop moving, canvas. Right now I'm just trying to scratch this in so I know where it's going. The Bob Ross palette knife, I am not that skilled. I mean, this is this is a bit large. I think that this is too big to use, and I don't think I've got the same shape in a smaller size. Let me look. I have these, and I have these are the extent of knives that I've got. let's do this. Okay. Okay. And now for the spire. And that's going to be fun. Okay. I don't think I've got the skills to do this with a palette knife. To be very honest with you. I just don't think I can do it. Oh, here I go, spiraling down again. All right, here's some brown paint. Okay. I did good on the sky, so you think... Yeah, alright, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of disaster this turns out to be. I really don't want a green church. So I might have to scrape it on. Who knows? We'll see. Now how do I do this straight line? Worst comes to worst, you'll wait for the first layer to dry. There you go. I mean, I can try the tiniest spatula that I have. Hum. It turned green already. Can't get the paint to come off the palette knife. It'll be green in the beginning. I'm just going to block it out, and I'm not going to worry about what color it is. Excuse me. Oh, there's water on there. It looks white from here? Yeah, it's not. Trust me, it ain't. The one thing that I'm having problems with now is how do I go up straight? Green sides are just the shady sides. Yeah, that's it. I'll go over it some more. But my concern now is how do I get the steeple drawn? I want it to be straight. Set my knife down for a guide. Well, I have this thing. So, I know it's very dark, but let's see if I can't. Let's get a wee bit of oil to make the paint flow a little better. And there's my mark. There's some way I could let's see, I want to go up like that. Okay. Well, let's do that again. Okay. I got that in there. It's kind of a small church, but that's okay. At least it marks where I want it. Made a spot so I know where it's supposed to be. Alright, now let's do a couple more houses. We'll do the Parsons house over here, I guess. Okay, there's that. And maybe I could do some small houses in the back. Oh, maybe I'll do one down here. Kind of hiding. There we go. Hiding in the hillside there. And I'll just smack some white in there just to show me where things is going. There we go. I'll have to come back and do the windows and the doors. Okay. My nose is itching like crazy. And I'm trying not to wipe oil paint all over my face. Okay. So now I think I want a bigger brush, and I want to lay in some of the mountains. Any oil will make yours itch? Really? Alright, so for this I want some blue and some white and a bit of black. I want to make it gray, so I have a bit of black here, and that's gray, and now I want to bluify it. There we go. I want it to be a grayish blue for the mountains in the background. And I'll go back and do shadows and all of that afterwards. And this one is a little bit closer, so I'm going to put a bit more white in there. No, actually I was going to make it a bit darker. Oh, good night, Janice. Thanks for hanging out with us. Alright, now I need that little liner brush. Come on. Okay. Hey Debbie, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm doing water mixable oil paints. Okay. Well, the jury is still out on the clear Gorilla Glue. It did this weird foaming thing. Oh. It's cold and windy and raining where you are. Well, I hope you are safe from any of the bad storms. I know that Oklahoma got hit pretty bad. No spring for you? Well, we've kind of slipped into summer here, I think. That is a bit too light. Yep. You still have your heat on. Oh my goodness. Now where were you located again, sweetie? Your location has escaped me. Nebraska. Oh, okay. All right. And his mountains have accent colors on them. So I'm gonna put this brush away. You tried the heat off and you got too cold, huh? Well, I haven't turned my heat back on. Of course, it was 81 here today, so I really didn't need it. All right, let's do some accent colors here. I guess I could use this one. All right, let's try. This color. There we go. The Black Hills has snow. Yeah, Denver has snow also. CJ was, I don't know if CJ's still here, but she was saying it was snowing and 35. Okay. It's 48 where you are? I don't know what the temperature is right here, right now. It hit 81 here today. It seems like every day there's a small threat of a thunderstorm, and there's sporadic rain showers throughout the county, but it doesn't hit me too often. Storms don't like mountains. They tend to go around them. Okay, let's get some more blue in there. if it gets to 77, you're gonna go stand out in the rain. Debbie says, I swear Mother Nature is always mixing up Alaska and Nebraska. Yeah. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, Linda, that's happened to us several times up on Long Island. I think last year it did that. Last year I think we had a dry, I think it was a dry summer. Maybe it was the summer before. I don't remember. I don't know. But yeah, we've had that happen where it goes from winter right to blazing hot summer. All right. I'm not sure what else I can do. Maybe I could do that back. Let's take this. Let's take this yellow and mix it into this. And make it a blotchy green. That's the wedding, right, Linda? June 8th? All right, so let's try this. Okay. there is one farm field. Go. See if I can't get a wee bit more yellow here and there. All right. I am thinking that that's about all I'm going to be able to get done tonight on this. I really think it needs to dry a bit. And then I can go back. That's the hard part with working with oils, I'm guessing, is that it's not instant gratification. I have to I'll have to let it dry a wee bit. And then I can come back and do some more work on it. Oh, that sounds like it's going to be lots of fun, Linda. Oh, I hope you have a good time. When is that happening? A bachelorette party. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I really haven't had any alcohol in months, and I really don't miss it. All right. So, you know, it's no Van Gogh. I get that. But it's my first foray into oils. And boy, what a mess. And I didn't even use that magenta. Oh, it's Saturday night. Well, that'll be fun. So, I have a big mess here. I've got to scrape all this paint off into the garbage. And, yeah, see, where did that come from? That little booger right there. So yeah, I'm gonna go try and clean up, and I'll put this aside and let it dry, and I guess maybe we can pick it up again maybe next Tuesday. I usually don't have the air conditioning on in here when I'm not in here, unless it's really stifling hot. So it should dry faster. I'll keep checking it, and I might do some more work on the sky and the mountains and the church and whatnot. So I'll show you what I have. I'm guessing next Tuesday. So I think I'm going to go clean up. Oh, thanks, Jan. Thanks, Linda. I'm going to go clean up now and head back over to the house. And I will end the show here. I hope you all had a good time. If you're new to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button. Please give the video a thumbs up before you leave. Good night, Carrie, my love. Thank you for being here. give the video a thumbs up, leave a kind comment down below, and for heaven's sakes, please come on over to the flock and join us. We're going to be starting up a new swap, and I have some ideas that I'm going to play with, and maybe I will announce them on Thursday. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this as a one-off swap, and it's going to involve creeples, so body parts. Think body parts, people. Start gathering your magazines, cut out arms, legs, ears, nose, lips, faces, hair, bodies, clothing. Start putting them together. So I think we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna work on the idea that I have, and I will announce it hopefully on Thursday, and maybe I'll do a pack on the show just to show you. And who knows, maybe creeples will return to us on Thursday, and that'll get everybody all excited for the new swap. All right, guys, I love you all very, very much. I pray for you every single day, and I thank you ever so much for being here and for supporting me and loving me and thinking that my art is okay. And there is now a fly in my oil paint. So yes, not happy about that. I love you all. I pray for you all. I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday and a wonderful Thursday, and I'll see you right back here at 7 p.m. on Thursday night. All right, everybody. I love you, flockers. You all have a great night. Good night now.